Hola amigos, what is up? This is Tales5Raga, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. In the last episode, we got the Black Chocobo and explored a few towns that we couldn't get to normally. In today's episode, however, why not report the damages about our ship that no longer is a ship, it's now just wreckage at the bottom of the ocean. Also, hey, look at this, there's a rock. We've seen this place before, but weren't there 4 rocks when we saw it? There we go, I'm not gonna insult anyone's intelligence any further. Let's head back to the Library of the Ancients. Oh, Sid and Mid are gonna get real mad at me. Hey, you're back. Sid, we found Crescent Island, but the fire-powered ship sank. Oh, so? Whatever, we'll just build a new one. More importantly, we've learned the whereabouts of King Tycoon. What? He was spotted in Karnak and was seen entering the desert of Shifting Sands. It's the desert to the west of here, where the sand flows like water. Hence the name. They say that beyond the dunes is a town of ruin, but no one can even enter the desert to find out, let alone cross it. If no one can enter the desert, how did the king manage to do it? Good question. Witnesses claim to have seen him floating in midair. Floating? Father. Come on, it's not like we're getting any closer to that desert by sitting around here. Doesn't matter how close we get to it if we don't know how to get in. Are you afraid of some sand, old man? I'm sure we'll figure something out once we see it. Let's check it out. Let's head to that desert. Check it out, I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright, the desert of Shifting Sands is not this desert, but I actually do want to go to this desert real quick. Because now I feel a little bit better about our current power situation. So I figure, might as well try to fight the Dorm Chimera to get Aqua Breath? Might be a good idea. Let's fight these guys first. Alright. So we've got... Well, Ferris has Learning on, so we don't need Bartz to be that anymore. So I'm going to switch Bartz to something more defensively durable. I'm going to switch him back to Knight. Keep him with Spellblade. Yeah, that looks good. Alright. It's time. Gird your loins. Or gird your lions. Or he can just not show up. The Dorm Chimera is, he ain't easy to beat. We want him to cast Aqua Breath. As long as we survive the battle after he casts Okay, never mind, he is easy to defeat. What? What, a single shuriken, really? Alright, let's try that again. Dorm Chimera! Oh, okay, this time he's a lot more dangerous. He's a lot more powerful, but thankfully with another shuriken we should be able to put him away. And that should give us Aqua Breath. Yep, there we go. Aqua Breath is really powerful. I believe in this game it's technically a non-elemental spell, but it hits all enemies automatically, I don't think it can be reflected, has pretty high power, but unfortunately also has a pretty restrictive MP cost. This thing costs 38 MP per use, but its power is pretty obvious. Or it'll be obvious once we show it off. Let's heal ourselves up a little bit more, and then head on over to that desert of shifting sands. Unfortunately, this means we'll have to leave our chocobo there. No, Mithril Dragon, you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Well, I say you ain't nothing, but you've proven yourself durable. You've proven yourself powerful. Maybe you are something after all. Then again, you are a dragon made out of mithril, presumably, so... Actually, you know what? Let's get a little more job variety in there. How about, Galuf, you take a break from being a master caster to Red Mage. Show off Red Mage. Red Mage, and we'll give you Time Magic level 2 as well. And Bart's... Bart's, you're fine how you are... Yeah, this'll do. Just show off one more new job. Galuf, you can stay in the back row too if you want. Probably gonna get one more monster encounter after this. Knowing my luck. So red magic is both white magic and black magic. You get both of those combined. Which is quite nice, but it only goes up to level 3. And unfortunately, Red Mage isn't particularly powerful. Red Mage's magic stat isn't the best. It's pretty bad, actually. But they at least pack a lot of utility, since they can have white and black magic right off the bat. How about I actually equip you with a Flame Rod instead, just so you have more power. Increase the power of your fire spells. Here's the desert of shifting sands. You can really see those sands a-shifting. Go down here, and where do we go? These act as conveyor belts, but all paths lead back here. I knew this would be a hopeless endeavor. Wait! It ain't over till the fat lady sings, and the orchestra hasn't even started tuning up yet. We'll build a bridge. It's a little risky, but you guys are all about danger, right? How it works, we use this bell to call the sandworm. Then you guys waste it, and there's your bridge. Not the most sophisticated of methods. You aren't that sophisticated of a guy. If you're all set, we'll call the sandworm. You guys ready? Oh yeah, if you use any magic on the sandworm, you'll be sorry. Good luck. Here goes. And here comes the mighty sandworm, ready to give us a bridge made out of its corpse. The sandworm is another boss, and we're effectively playing whack-a-mole. If you target any of the holes that the sandworm isn't in, it will retaliate with gravity. Now you may be thinking, okay, well with Mid's tip, this boss must be immune to magic, right? And the answer is... no. No, they very much aren't. Oh, you know what? I made all this deal about going to get Aqua Breath, and then I forgot to have a Blue Mage. I should have kept Bart's as a Blue Mage. There's gravity in action. I knew I would mess something up. But yeah, the sandworm isn't really that difficult to defeat. It's not really that powerful. I mean, it's powerful if you accidentally target multiple things and trigger the gravity counterattacks, but other than that, there's not really that much about this fight. I wonder if the summon will actually trigger the counterattack too. Maybe that'll cause some problems, cause some spiciness. Yeah, okay, summons will also trigger the counterattack. Gravity will cut a target's HP in half. which obviously is going to deal more damage on a more powerful character, but it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. Sandworm's pretty easy. Quicksand doesn't do that much damage, and well, having the sap status on is a little bit annoying because you can't cleanse it. I mean, it's not that bad a fight. How about we heal up a little bit? You know what? I'll cast Sylph on you. Get a little bit more health back. So, if you're not like me, and you remember to bring blue magic into this fight, you'll be pleasantly surprised to know that Aqua Breath usually one-hit kills this guy. The reason why is because Aqua Breath does 800% damage on any desert-coated enemies. And guess what a sandworm is? So you're gonna deal 8 times the normal amount of damage and just decimate that thing with Aqua Breath. But you know what? I'm gonna just use the excuse, I just wanted to show off cool stuff. Now you can get into the desert. Sid, Mid, take care of the black chocobo while we're gone, okay? Can do. And past the desert of shifting sands, you know what? I'll put Bart's back in as a blue mage just to kind of show things off. I'll give you Gaia too. I'm not going for you. In Ferris, I've got some summoner levels on you. How about I make you a melee job for a bit? We don't have a bow to use right now. So... Ooh, how about Beastmaster? I never used Beastmaster. Alright, and I'll give you blue magic as an ability as well. There we go. I got a Blitz Whip. You've got some power. Alright, let's try to navigate our way through the desert of shifting sands. But first, how about we showcase Aqua Breath? It's got a prohibitively high MP cost, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm just gonna say, it ain't bad. Alright, go down here. Oop. Unfortunately, you do end up encountering various monsters while you're going through the desert, and even on the shifting sands. Use that some more. Although I could, weaken them and start catching them to show off Beastmaster, but... not too worried about that. Alright. Drop down here, and hey! That was pretty easy to get through. Of course, on any non-shifting sands, we might still have to face off against the Dorm Chimera. I probably should have tread a little more carefully there. Well, we've got a tent. Ferris is a big girl, she'll get over it. She'll get over the internal bleeding. And the external bleeding. And down here is the town of Ruin gone. Guess this is that town of Ruin Sid was talking about. Let's try to find the king. Is he over there? Did you see? King Tycoon, perhaps? Go over to investigate. Sneaking around. You may think that you have to go up into those ruins again, but actually, you just go back here. And he's under a tree. Father! Papa. You fools! You've fallen into the hole. Ferris! I knew it. You really are my sister. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure what I should tell you. I wasn't even certain myself. Ferris! Lena. And Galif. I'm here too. I'll get to you guys eventually. Where are we? What a strange place. Say, what happened to the old man? Huh? He's not here? We must have gotten separated when we fell. You'll be okay. He's a tough old cuss. I'm sure we'll run into him later. Come on, let's get going. Now wait one cotton-picking minute. That was an awfully quick decision to ditch me. Sorry. And with that, we're underground. In the basement of the town of Ruin. And hey, inside this square is the power of teleportation! A lot of different teleporters. Where does this town take us go? No, where does this teleporter take us, though? Tails, you're forgetting that learning English again. At this point, I feel like I'm controlled by AI. Because all I say is dumb horseshit. Look out. Unfortunately, the teleporter here, well, it's run into a little bit of an electrical problem. Ooh, that's gonna cost you a lot on the repairs there, fella. Ooh, don't think we'll be able to buff that one out. As we slide out of there, got tense ruins music. Meanwhile, east, west, home is best. Even if you're a chocobo, huh? Bart should be thrilled. We went above and beyond the Call of Duty. Say, Grandpa, how are we gonna get back? Phew, that was close. I believe that was a warp device. Must have fallen into disrepair, and activating it caused something to snap. Climb up the stairs. And into the catapult living quarters. Now down here is a place we can go. Because there's some desks and some beds. We just rest a while in these ruins we just found. Sounds like a good idea to me. What we actually need to do, however, is hit this switch. And upon doing so... The Chocobo's confused, just like, huh? Where'd they go? They can't fly like I can. Here's a save point. We don't need to worry about that right now. All we need to worry about is getting down, down, down to the docks. This is... Hey, it's the fire-powered ship. But I thought it sank. And what's that ship over there? Propellers? On a boat? What's up with that? Sid, Mid! Ah, what the... Bart's? Lena, Ferris, Galif, what are you guys doing here? I think that's our line. Where'd you guys come from? We rode this black chocobo back to Crescent Island. Then all of a sudden a hole opened up beneath our feet. Wait, so we're underneath Crescent Island? That explains the fire-powered ship being here. This place must have been built by the ancients. And this propeller ship? Maybe you should ask Grandpa about that. Huh? Wait, where'd he go? Down the stairs. Hot diggity dang, this thing is mind-blowing. Hey, Sid, don't bother me, sonny. If I tighten this, and adjust this, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Voila! That should do it. That should do what? That should get this ship moving. Wow, this thing is amazing. Sid, what is this thing? Isn't it obvious? It's an airship! I've only ever seen pictures in old texts. Can't believe I'm getting to use one in the flesh. Well, you know what I mean. Oof, what was that? Something's dragging us down. Creepin' crawdads! Some monster's got a death grip on the ship's hull. And that monster is Carlabos's older brother, Crayclaw. Crayclaw functions pretty similarly to Carlabos, honestly. We have the means to fight this guy. In fact, we have a lot of means to fight this guy. Let's cast Era on you. That lightning scroll did over 1,000 damage, so this thing's pretty much toast. Depends on your setup, of course, but Crayclaw ain't nothing. Give us a frost bow. Looks like that overgrown lobster just got served, with cheese biscuits and mashed potatoes. God, that sounds good. God, I want lobster now. Lobster is nice. Looks like damage to the ship was minimal. We can use parts from the fire-powered ship to make the airship good as new. Sid. If you're gonna thank me, I don't need to hear it. We'll stay here and search for clues about the Earth Crystal. The skies are yours, now get out there. The Dark Warlock Exdeath. We must prevent him from returning. All that's left is the Earth Crystal. No point in dawdling. Let's go. And with that, we now have airship access. The airship can go almost anywhere. It travels faster than the Black Chocobo does. And if you're deciding, but I want to fight some aquatic enemies to fill out the bestiary, guess what? It's a boat too. Now isn't that swell? Now that we have this though, I think I might actually go and fight something in Istory. Or at least head to the town of Istory and try to encounter what's there. Because there is an optional fight we can get in here, but it is a random encounter, and the other random encounters in this place kinda suck. Inside the town of Istory, we've got an inn, we've got an item shop, we've got an armor shop. And this armor shop has rings. Rings are very expensive, but the flame ring absorbs the power of fire and negates ice. The coral ring absorbs water and negates fire, and the angel ring prevents age and zombification. They're very good, but also very expensive. So we can't afford them yet. inside the magic shop. Are you time magic here? Yeah. You're just time magic we already have. There's two other major places we can do in history. First is we actually need to get up past the armory to this bed of flowers. Walk around the bed of flowers, and a toad pops out. Said toad leaves behind the spell Toad and closes the hole for us. With the Toad spell, we can now cast Toad to either inflict it on enemies or give it, or like, take it away from allies. So now we have a way to fight against enemies that use Toad. The other thing we can get here right now is by talking to the sheeps. Better stay away from that sheep on the far side of the pen, or it'll kick you. It's got a really bad attitude. If we talk to the sheep here, it doesn't bother us. But if we try to get it from behind, poke, it kicks us over the fence, and we can talk to this bard. Are you the travelers trying to protect the crystal? If so, let this song aid you on your noble quest. Romeo's Ballad is a song of love, soothing enough to move the hearts of any who hear it, even monsters. Romeo's Ballad is basically the bard's equivalent to a full party stop. So, that's pretty good. Then, talk to you. There's treasure hidden behind the waterfall. At least, that's what my dear old great-great-grandmother told me. The waterfall. Well, there is a waterfall nearby, but we can't access it right now. We don't have a boat that can go up there and climb into the waterfall. This is a river. We don't have a river boat. So unfortunately, we can't do much at the Istory Falls. But... yeah, you know what? We might as well go for it. We might as well give it a try. I am gonna try to find a certain enemy that's in these woods. The best thing to do here is going to be to have 2 melee fighters and some support just in case. We've actually got that and more. Alright. In the woods is Ramu. Ramu is unfortunately going to be a little bit of a tough boy here. I'm not going to throw anything at him. What we want to do is get haste on everyone pronto. And I'll cast Guy on you. See what kind of damage we can do with that. Branch Arrow. Trying to get everyone all kitted out with haste. Use Gaia to get some free spells and do some damage. Ramu isn't particularly powerful at first, but you'll notice he has the ability of Thundara, and he will catch it, or not catch it, cast it if you're not careful. I saw the word catch on the menu there and was just like, oh, that's what he's gonna do to us. He's gonna catch us. Unfortunately, having the Blitz Whip is not a good idea here. Shit, and I don't know if I have another better whip. Having Ferris as Beastmaster was probably not a great idea. Let's just keep casting Arrow and Gaia. And get some Cure going too. Eventually Ramu's gonna run out of MP, and when he does, he's gonna start casting a weaker Thunder spell on us, but he'll also cast Osmose as well. Is that just something you regularly do with the Blitz Whip? Okay, no, it is random. Leaf Swirl isn't doing particularly much. We might just want to hope for Branch Arrow. That's going to be our highest damage output right now. I really wish I had saved some shuriken. There we go. Electrocute. Might seem powerful, but it's weaker. Throw a Mithril Knight, see how much damage that does. Not that much. Gaia... Attack you... Ifrit? What are you doing here? Lord Ramu. I see you have become even more powerful. If you would lend that strength to us... Ifrit, no need to say more. You and I have never been enemies. And with that, Ramu is now a summon we can use. He puts himself in our inventory. If you're thinking that like Ifrit and Shiva, you can just cast him right off the bat, no, you can't, because that would make sense. Go to your items and use Ramu. There we go. We've learned him. We have his power now. We can call upon him whenever we want. I'm just gonna rest up there. Hope that we don't encounter the other enemies around here quite yet. There we go. And I think that is going to be doing it for today's episode. We made some pretty decent progress here. We fought some bosses. We fought a worm. We fought a lobster. We fought an old man. I think that's a pretty good set of people to beat up. So, I'll meet you guys back in the next episode. Until then, this is Tailsfyraga signing out, and hey, if you like the video, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. They help with fighting against the algorithm. Bye bye.